a saying, actually it's in scripture, in the book of Hebrews, it says, always be hospitable to strangers or to people you don't know, because you never know that unknowingly you might be entertaining angels. Now, I'm not saying Pat was an angel, but we don't know who's around us. We have people around us every day that we think we know, and they may have had some kind of past, good or bad. So be careful how we deal with people. In other words, we're supposed to deal with people with love no matter whether we know them well or not. La Biblia dice que hay que tener cuidado cuando uno entretiene a los extranjeros, porque uno no sabe quiénes son. A veces pueden ser hasta ángeles, dice el libro de Hebreos. Así que hay que tratar a la gente con cariño. Alan spent a lot of time with Pat, and Alan told me that Pat had said that he'd made his peace with God. And that's very important, obviously. And we wonder sometimes, well, how do you do that? How do you make peace with God? You got to do a lot of good things, and God judges you. Look, the Bible tells us it's not by works of righteousness which we have done, but by God's mercy that He saves us. Because none of us can do enough good stuff. So we can't judge each other by what we do, what we say, because only God knows that. And the Bible says, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of God. So we accept what Pat has said. He made himself right with God, and it's that simple. Sometimes we think it's a real complicated deal we got to do to go through and make God happy. Well, God did the deed for us. The Lord did the deed for us. And la Biblia dice que know so much about Pat. Apparently, I don't know if he was humble or what the story was. What would you say? Humility, quiet, whatever. There's a whole list of things we didn't know. And we have April Mackin here also, who worked with him in show business and many other things to testify to all the good stuff he did. But right here it says he was trained with the United States equestrian team at 15 years of age. He turned pro at 16 years. He was a top rider in 8 shows, including Harrisburg, Washington, and Madison Square Gardens, the big venues. Grand Prix winner at show jumping. Head trainer of the Royal Lipizzan Stallion Show. A lot of you English-speaking people know about the Royal Lipizzan. I'm sure, I don't know how many but other people do. But he trained performance trick horses since 1979, starring roles in major circuses in Canada, Mexico, and the USA. His feature act was the Arabian Nights Dinner Theater, Lido de Paris, Las Vegas show. I don't even know what that is.
It followed Siegfried and Roy.
What's that?
It followed Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy, big act in Las Vegas. Equine movie work, commercialism. What's the PRCA? Professional rodeo?
Yes.
PRCA stand for?
Yes. He worked at he did shows for PRCA acts.
Is that professional rodeo?
Yes.
Is that what the PRCA stands for?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was well known in the horse world, in the top echelons of the horse world. But again, as Brenda told me, well, I just thought he was a groom. You know, that's what he was here. And apparently he did his job well, because he was still here. And Niall and Stephanie have been, you know, generous, like they are with all you guys, and taking care of him, and we appreciate that. And this ceremony here also is an indication of that. Mire, este hombre ha hecho... That's it.
Yep.
Hay una película, un video. We're going to show the video now.
Yep, we're gonna do the dirt. Reach, take a shovel pole and just put it in.
Where are you going to put it? In here?
Yeah,
in the tree?
Sonya's got some music we're gonna play. So anyone who wants to take a shovel full of dirt and just take
El
it
que
back.
quiera coger aquí una palita, no coja mucho de una vez, Ay, mijo, adelante, señora, adelante. Mucha papá.
Shadows of this life have gone. From these prison walls of love, I'll fly away.
Perfect showing in a stall, right?
Enough to get through our things.